I basically believe that the global war on drugs that we've had, not just for the last 40 years, but really the last 100 years, has been an extraordinary failure. It's not just the crime. It's the failure to deal with disease and with addiction. It's the spread of HIV/AIDS because we did not treat drugs as a health problem rather than a criminal problem. It's people dying of overdoses. I mean, it's this entire failure. And, of course, the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy of government saying that this drug is okay and this drug is not. The hypocrisy of parents saying my drug is okay and your drug is not to their children. That there are three specific policies which are most likely to be implemented in the coming years and decades. The first, legalize marijuana. Basically tax, control, and regulate it more or less like alcohol. Secondly, the Portugal model. Decriminalize the possession of small amounts of any drug. And thirdly, the most difficult policy is to look what the Europeans and the Canadians have done over the last 20 years with heroin. You know, they tried to get people to stop with drug treatment programs, with methadone, but finally they said, if you're truly addicted and you can't stop, then come to a clinic and you can get legal pharmaceutical heroin. The challenge is to take that very limited policy and expand it substantially so that one day anybody who is addicted to these drugs or a very heavy user, better to allow them to get their drug from a legal, regulated source than from the black market and from the gangsters. I think the single most important variable is leadership. You need leadership of the sort that presidents have shown. First, the former presidents like Cardoso, Gaviria, Zedillo with the Global Commission. You need journalists who are going to do the brave stories and editorialists who will take controversial positions. And you need individual people. In the same way that the issue around homosexuality and gay rights changed when people, both famous people and not famous people, were willing to come out of the closet and identify themselves and say, I am a gay man or a gay woman and I don't deserve to be discriminated on, I am equal. The more that the responsible consumers find the courage to identify themselves, the more that public opinion will shift and change. So courage and leadership among those people who know is ultimately what's needed to change this.